Today we're taking a closer look at the hotel point search tool in Daily Drop Pro to show you how I quickly found this 5-star hotel in Paris that's nearly $2,000 per night, but is bookable for just 35,000 points. I'm going to walk you through the entire process step by step, covering everything from finding available point bookings, how to earn and transfer points, and ultimately get a hotel reservation with your name on it. Let's get started. So if you missed the first video in this series where we took a closer look at the flight point search tool, I'll link to that down in the description to check out after this one. But in that video, we started to plan a trip to Paris, so we're gonna continue with that theme and look for an incredible point redemption on a hotel in Paris. But you can of course apply these exact same steps to wherever you're looking to go on your next adventure. So once you set up and log into your Daily Drop Pro account, which you can do using the first link down in the description, the hotel point search tool is going to be the third icon from the top over on the left-hand side of the screen. And when we click on that, it's going to bring us to this menu that looks very similar to the flight point search tool that we looked at in the first video. Our first option at the top of this window is to select how many rooms we're looking to book and the number of guests. In this case, I'll just leave it as it is. And then we, of course, are going to type in where we're looking to go, which in this case is Paris. You'll enter the dates you're looking to travel, how wide of a radius you'd like to search, and there's a lot of other awesome filters that we're gonna get to in a second, but for now let's click this purple search button and see what pops up. Okay, so you can see that this thing lit up like a Christmas tree.
That's a big one.
There are songs to be
And there's 400 hotels to choose from, so let's select the sort and filter dropdown and try to narrow things down a bit. The first thing you can do is filter by specific hotel chains. So if I just wanted to see Marriott properties, I could only select Marriott from this dropdown or the dropdown in the top right-hand corner of the screen. And now it's just showing us the 15 Marriott properties in Paris, or I could filter by the type of transferable point that I have, and that'll show me results based on where those points can be transferred to. But the way I like to use this filter, and actually one of my favorite features of Daily Drop Pro, is the ability to sort by the type of points that I actually have entered into my Daily Drop Pro wallet. So if we hover over this little information icon, you can see that it pulls up this list of all of the points that I have, including transferable points with various banks and any brand specific points that I have with certain hotel chains like Hilton and Hyatt. And I can use this filter to select the specific type of points I'd like to use for this search. And if you really want to get nerdy, you can even select the free night certificates dropdown, which allows me to filter by the type of free night award that I have. So right now, for example, I know that I have several Hyatt Category 4 free night awards. So if I select this option, it's only going to show me Hyatt properties that are Category 4 or less. And on a somewhat related note, if I search for 4 or 5 nights in a row, then any brand that offers a 4th or 5th night free benefit like Marriott, Hilton, or IHG will show me that free night if I'm searching for 4 or 5 nights in a row. Now, lastly, I can sort all of the results in several different ways, my personal favorite being this points value button, which is gonna put the highest redemption value at the top of the search results. All right, so no surprise, I'm gonna look for a Hyatt property. So I'll filter by Hyatt, and like I just said, I'm gonna sort by the highest points value because I wanna maximize my points as much as possible. That narrows things down to 9 options, which is much more manageable than the 400 we started with, and I'm feeling a little bougie today, so I'm gonna select the Park Hyatt Paris Vendôme. Once I select that property, not only does it tell me the points required for my selected dates, but I can check the cash equivalent and where I'm able to transfer points from in order to book this property, including how many of each type of point I have in my wallet currently. So for example, it says I can transfer points from Chase Ultimate Rewards. It's 35,000 points per night for this hotel on this date, and it knows that I currently have 112,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points thanks to my Daily Drop Pro wallet. Now, don't worry, I'm gonna show you exactly how to transfer these points in a second, but first I've gotta show you my favorite feature in here, which is this award availability button, because not only is it going to show us the points calendar right within Daily Drop Pro without us having to jump to another website, but it even shows me which nights are not available to book with points, which may not sound like that big of a deal, but if I look up one of these unavailable nights using the points calendar on Hyatt's own website, it's gonna tell me that this off-peak night is is available for 35,000 points, but when I actually click on the date to book it, it's actually only available with Cash Plus points, which would still cost me over $800, which isn't great. So the fact that the points calendar in Daily Drop Pro is arguably better than Hyatt's own points calendar is kind of insane, and a feature that I use all the time. Anyway, back over to Daily Drop Pro. If we back out of this point calendar, I can also set up availability alerts for this property, and if we scroll down, we can also see the different types of rooms that are available, again, without having to open another web page, which, trust me, will save you from having 1,000 tabs open. And if you've ever booked a trip using miles and points, then you know the pain that I'm talking about here. All right, so I'm feeling good about this redemption and I'm ready to book. So the big question is, how in the world do I actually go about doing that? Well, if you've already got enough Hyatt points in this case in your account, then you can just click this View Hotel button, which will take you straight to the Hyatt booking page where you can book this exact room and dates, which we'll cover in more detail in just a second. But if you need to transfer your points, then we'll first go to this transfer tab from earlier, and it's gonna show us where we can transfer those points from. And if I click on Chase, it gives me step-by-step instructions on exactly how to transfer those points. And if you're running a little bit short on the specific type of point you need for this booking, then at the bottom of each of these menus, you'll see this Earn More Points button. And that's actually gonna take you to the different guides we have on how to earn more of the specific type of point you need, which in this case is Chase Ultimate Reward points, including some of our favorite Ultimate Reward earning Chase credit cards and some other cashback Chase cards, which can be converted into points. And if you didn't know that was possible, then definitely check out this video. But there's also a ton of other great resources on these pages that can help you get started. So we're just gonna follow the 4 simple steps outlined for us on Daily Drop Pro on how to transfer these points. So I'll start by clicking on this Chase link, which takes me right to my account login page. I'll follow each of those 4 steps, and within a minute or two, I'm able to navigate to the Transfer to Travel Partners menu, select World of Hyatt, where I can then link my World of Hyatt account and transfer these Chase Ultimate Reward points into my World of Hyatt account. So whether you had to transfer your points like I just showed you, or you already had these points in your Hyatt account, we'll now go back to Daily Drop Pro, and if we click on the View Hotel button or select the specific type of room that we want at the bottom of the screen, that'll take us directly to the booking page with our selected dates and room, where we can then sign into our World of Hyatt account, follow the simple booking menus, and book this nearly $2,000 per night property using the points that we just transferred, bringing our grand total for this $2,000 room to a whopping $0. Not bad, and the best part is we didn't waste hours sifting through one date at a time on 4 different websites just to find the best option. All I did was type in where I wanted to go on Daily Drop Pro, filtered by my preferences, was able to jump directly to my hotel of choice, and was then given step-by-step instructions on exactly how to book that property from start to finish. Naturally, I'm a bit biased, but it really doesn't get much easier than that, and there's a reason I now use Daily Drop Pro for a majority of my point bookings. Again, if you want to check out the first video in this series all about the flight point search tool, we'll be sure to link to that down in the description. And if you want to give Daily Drop Pro a shot and save yourself a ton of time, money, and points on your next travel booking, then that'll be the first link down in the description as well. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.